for Baltimore. 14 games over the New York Yankees. But come on down the summer and into August and into September, and the Yankees suddenly were on top by 3 full games over the Boston Red Sox on September 16. But now we have come to the end of the season. The season will be 1 game longer than scheduled because the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees finish all even at 99 and 63. And today, live from Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, the second playoff game ever in the American League matches the Yankees and the Red Sox from Fenway Park. This ABC Sports Exclusive is brought to you by Chevrolet and your Chevy dealers coast to coast. And by Light Beer, everything you always wanted in a beer and less. This has been, in many ways, an historic season for baseball. Total attendance more than 40 million, both the American and National Leagues going over 20 million. And that is the first time in baseball history that has ever happened. This being the second time in American League history that we have had a playoff game. It was 30 years ago here at historic old Fenway Park that Cleveland beat Boston by a score of 8-3. And then we come to number 2. The Red Sox are right here, primed and ready to go. There are 2 men in this ballpark today who were involved in that 1948 game. The manager of the Yankees, Bob Lemon, was the starting pitcher with the Indians, and the Boston coach, Johnny Pesky, started at third base that day and got 1 base hit. The place is full. Why wouldn't it be? My goodness, if there isn't something about a moment like this in sports that stirs your faithful and rouses the competitive juices in a man, you got no business being involved in sports. Because this is one of those games that perhaps could be counted even more important than a World Series, or even more important than a playoff game, because those are series. This one, 1. That's it. Bottom line, you win, you go to Kansas City to play the Royals for the American League Championship. You lose, you go home for the winner. Hello again, everybody. I'm Keith Jackson, and it's a tremendous thrill for me to be here at this old ballpark where for the second successive year they have drawn over 2 million, and the seating capacity is not that big, just under 34,000. We'll have more than that here today, but it speaks well of this old game that has gone on so well for so many years, and the drama that's come along this year as the Yankees threatened to come unglued early in the year. Bob Lemon took over July 25. Since that time, the Yankees have won 47 and lost 20. Don Zimmer sat almost helplessly and watched his Boston Red Sox slide from first place into second place. But here they are with 1 more chance to grab the ticket to Kansas City. Working with us today, Don Drysdale, who's been himself involved in moments like this. Both teams are tired, but so what?
Well, that's right, Keith. So what? Because they realize, as you say, the winner goes to Kansas City, the loser goes home and spends maybe a comfortable winner, maybe a miserable winner. But when we look at the 2 starting pitchers this afternoon, you're looking at a couple of things that are just a little bit different. Number 1, Ron Guidry has only pitched with 3 days rest 2 times this year. He's always worked with 4 days rest and pitched on the 5th. Bob Lemon geared him for this. He knew that if this came to be, he wanted his ace to go against the Boston Red Sox. And when you talk about that game years ago in 1948, the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox, it's kind of fate would have it, because it was a left-hander at that time, Gene Bearden, who won the ball game for the Cleveland Indians, and at that time, of course, it was the Boston Red Sox who went home. But Mike Torres is going to try and counter that this afternoon. Last year, he was the kingpin in pinstripes for the New York Yankees. This year, wearing the uniform of the Boston Red Sox, coming over as a free agent, he'll try and turn the tide on his former teammates.
I would consider Mr. Guidry the Excalibur of the Yankee arsenal. He has been the man that has stopped them so many times this year. Coming out of a loss by the team, Guidry would come back and win one. Torres over the last month has not been that sharp.
He has not been that sharp. Matter of fact, the last time out, he had a very rocky game, and Don Zimmer said before the game, to see Mike Torres win that ball game 1-0, you really had to be here to see it and believe it, because he had 4 double plays behind him. He had 3-2 counts, 3 ball counts on all kinds of hitters. He walked 9 men, but still, that's the way the Red Sox were going, and maybe that was fate to be, because they are here this afternoon. He wins it 1-0, and he comes back to starting pitcher. And by the way, he is starting on his regular turn. Don Zimmer did not change his pitching lineup whatsoever. This would have been the day that Torres would have pitched, whether it was here or it might be next spring.
I realize this is a working day, first day of a new week, but grab as much time as you can, because we're going to have some fun at Fenway Park this afternoon.
At Avco Financial Services, our people have a certain spirit.
Avco is me.
And here's what that means to you.
First thing I always do is smile, say hi. Mike Torres, a right-hander from Kansas, will be on the mound here. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Line shot to first, and there's one away. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. Dero, daytime road game for him. What you got?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now, on the bump, has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Standing in now, Lou Pinheiro, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. One out, nobody on. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Pinheiro stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues, without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes. He's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Lou Pinheiro is the second out of the opening frame. At the plate now, Reggie Jackson. Loud contact there, but it's well foul. One ball and one strike to their designated hitter this afternoon. 2 out, nobody on. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
Hey, this guy's a hard guy to put away. He's fouling off some tough pitches. 2-2 count, and he just seems to keep hanging right in there.
Now the payoff pitch home.
I know the fans love the souvenirs, but the battle between the pitcher and batter right here is what makes the game great.
Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Another full count pitch home. Is hit very well to right. This one's hammered, and it's going to go. That one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
So now to the plate, Craig Nettles. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot down the line in left as the Yankees move out to a 3-0 lead.
Well, when a manager talks about hitting being contagious, that is exactly what we're talking about. One guy tees off, and the guy behind him starts to feel a little bit more confident, a little bit more focused. The next thing you know, you've got 3 home runs in an inning, and your entire offense is off and running.
Stepping in now, Chris Chambliss. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
That's a ball.
Skied into straightaway right. Rice gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees lead it 3-0. Ron Guidry, the Louisiana-born left-hander, will get the start on the mound. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now here's the first offering. He'll swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Taking a look at this lineup, they're going to have to work the count. That's the key to success right here. They have to find a way to drive this guy's pitch count up and get into that bullpen as quick as possible.
Jerry Reedy is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Weak roller right side. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Next, here is Jim Rice. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. And the pitch. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking here.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Roy White.
For me, this is an important add-on inning here. Their little lead is cute. I like it, but keeping the pressure on, building that lead, that's how you bury someone.
Into center field, line drive base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
At the plate, Fred Stanley. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1.
You can really tell about how effective this guy's going to be when guys are swinging at that changeup. So far in this one, they've been real smart to let it go.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering. High and deep down the left field line. And foul. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. White gets his lead at first, nobody out. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think to say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Next to hit, Bucky Dent. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Now the 0-1. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2. And it's fouled away. Runners on first with one down. Struck him out. That's back-to-back strikeouts now as they've been unable to advance that leadoff single into scoring position.
Yeah, clearly no problems working out of the stretch right now, Matt. He's taking control of this inning after giving up that hit. Now we'll see if he can finish it off strong as well.
Into the box, Mickey Rivers, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. He hit the ball hard but lined out to start the ball game. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. The 1-1 is a fastball that misses.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals instead.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Carl Yastrzemski as they'll look to spark the offense and even things up. And now the first pitch. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there, it's strike 1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
Drilled right back up the middle. And the Red Sox have their first hit of the ball game. Standing in now, Carlton Fisk. Liner in there for a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
In now, Fred Lynn. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with one away.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
To the plate now, Butch Hobson, as he'll lift it up in the air. This is back behind second. Stanley ranges back, and he has it for out number 2. And stepping in, George Scott. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You could tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, "Hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time." And that's exactly what this guy did.
Stepping in now, Bob Bailey. No balls and 1 strike. Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
The batter, number 7.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. At the plate, Rick Burrell. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And that's going to fall for a base hit. The throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Boy, there are big RBIs and big base hits, D-Row, but none more than with 2 outs. A big 2-out knock right there. Not only ties things up, but keeps the inning going as well.
Yeah, just a great approach right there by the batter. You never know when your number's going to be called. You always want to pass the baton to the next guy behind you. Take the donut off your bat and trust in the teammate behind you. That is a huge knock and keeps the line moving.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a fly ball, well hit. Going back is the right fielder, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. Three-run home run down the line in right, and it's now 6-3.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
plate now, Jim Rice. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate, 3 of them on this 3-run home run. We've played 2. Boston leads it 6-3. Top of the 3rd set to get underway, and next to hit is the catcher, Thurman Munson. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Ball. 1-1.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a liner. Lynn is there, and he has it for the first out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Now at the plate, here is Lou Pinheiro. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
So we got him looking there. Lou Pinheiro goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Reggie Jackson.
Into the box now, Reggie Jackson. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Lynn is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. So now to the plate, Carl Yastrzemski. He collected a base hit his first time up. Now here's the pitch. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, catcher Carlton Fisk.
So the next to bat will be Carlton Fisk, singled in his last at-bat. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. That's popped up, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Fisk, 30 years of age. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Now batting, center fielder Fred Lynn.
In now, Fred Lynn. As, oh goodness, not ready for that slider at all. It's strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 0-1. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Using the slide step to try to control the running game.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
So now to the plate, Butch Hobson, as it's on the ground toward the hole. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Man, this is just not what he had in mind when the skipper gave him the ball in this one. He's given up 8 hits, and we're not even out of the 3rd inning. He's getting exposed a little bit here.
To the plate now, George Scott. And a slider that time as this ball's hammered to deep left field. And that is the definition of a mistake pitch there as this ball is gone. A home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left as it's now a 6-run ball game.
You could tell his reaction right there. He was praying that ball stayed fair. He caught every stitch of that baseball. I know it was a hanger, but it looked like he was a little bit out front. Gorgeous bat path to keep that ball inside the foul pole.
Dick Tidwell is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings.
Bailey.
Into the box, Bob Bailey. He swings and grounds it to short, reined in. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. But the Red Sox push across 3 on the strength of a 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now a 9-3 ball game. And now here is Craig Nettles. D-Row down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Breaking ball that drops in for a strike. The 1-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Again, a 1-2. Fouled off. Yanked hard, but foul to the right.
You could tell he wants that pitch back. That was a changeup right there that he handled nicely. Just got a hair early on and hooked it foul.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
So a grinder of an at-bat has a positive result.
That's all you're trying to do. Sometimes they're not all going to be beautiful. Sometimes you got to take it deep into count, stick your nose in there, and survive.
Stepping in now, Chris Chambliss, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready with the 0-1. Line shot to third base, and it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settle with just the one out. So now into the box is Roy White. He singled first time up. Comes set, now the pitch. He swings and lines it to left, but this will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. Now at the plate is Fred Stanley. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. Nettles, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
This is popped up. Scott into foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
2-2 count. Here it comes.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Yankees 3. Bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Rick Burrell. First pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
At the plate now, Jerry Reedy. Soft liner to the right side, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
That's got to be frustrating right there. You execute a pitch, a nice, good pitch right there. Batter's able to get a little lucky, stayed through it, caught it off the end of the bat. Not his best swing, but he's able to find a hole in the outfield.
Standing in now, Jim Rice. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. First and second here with nobody out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
So now to the plate, Carl Yastrzemski, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the top of inning number 5. Ready now is Bucky Dent. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2, the numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's out number 1. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Mickey Rivers grounded out in his last at-bat. Now the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time, taken and ruled a strike. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. Swing and a liner. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good-looking swing.
Into the box now, Thurman Munson. A ball and no strikes. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Good job right there. I know that play was super close. I like him taking the extra step in that situation, making sure he had a great handle, deliver a strong, accurate throw, gathered himself nice.
At the plate, Lou Pinheiro, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Red Sox 9 and the Yankees 3. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Carlton Fisk. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He'll swing and hit a pop to the right side of the infield. Chambliss is there. Makes the play. 1 away.
Now
striding in for Boston, Fred Lynn struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches. But when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
Stepping in now, Butch Hobson, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. One and one. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Wow, with one out, and he clutches up with an RBI triple, which is his second hit of the game. So he's starting to put together a pretty big game here.
Into the box, George Scott, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Already 4 RBIs in his pocket to this point. Comes set, and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
In today's game of seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it, I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here.
Now a rocket deep down the line in left, but that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. And he's safe.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
At the plate now, Bob Bailey, and he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Sometimes the first pitch is the best pitch you'll see all at bat. Definitely coming out of his shoes, aggressive style. First pitch, base hit up the middle.
Number 83 will take the ball now as the new pitcher.
Now pitching for New York, number 83.
To the plate now, Rick Burrell, as he hits one on a line to left field. White is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The batter, number 2, second baseman, Jerry.
So next to bat will be Jerry Reedy. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Three runs already home here. Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 5 innings complete. The Red Sox on top, 12-3. Striding forward now is the DH, Reggie Jackson. He flew out in his last AB.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Standing in now, Craig Nettles, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Jackson aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a line drive. Lynn patrolling center makes the play, 1 out.
The first baseman, number 10, Chris Chambliss.
Digging in next, Chris Chambliss. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called a strike anyway. 0-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. From the stretch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
Great arm action on that 2-strike changeup right there, but even better job at the plate to take that one.
A bouncer up the middle, scooped up to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down a bunch. It's 12-3.
Right.
At the plate now is Jim Rice. First delivery to him. Grounded to third. He's got it. And on 1 pitch, he's retired.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Carl Yastrzemski. He bounced out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, catcher, Carlton.
Next to hit is Carlton Fisk. Now here's the pitch. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Digging in, the switch hitter, Roy White. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Now here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Now a little looper down the left field line. In comes the left fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Stanley.
So now to the plate, Fred Stanley, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Line toward the gap in left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. White is on his way home, and a relay home, and this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Bob Stanley comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7. In now, Bucky Dent. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Screwball downstairs, and he falls behind 2-0. Has a look, now the pitch. Stanley benefits from the fact that he throws a lot of strikes, doesn't walk many batters. However, there have been occasions where he's been hit around a bit.
And that's one of the keys when you're managing a guy like this. If he's on, you're going to see him attack hitters, and when he's not, he's more prone to giving up base hits, so you have to have the bullpen ready if it's one of those days that he doesn't have it.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mickey.
Now at the plate, Mickey Rivers. He doubled his last time up.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pitch him up, maybe elevate something in the zone. Interested to see how he approaches this next AB.
And there's out number 2. Next up, Thurman Munson. He's set, and the pitch. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. And the runner will stay put, but the count moves to 2-0. From the belt, kicks and deals. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. Yankees forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Red Sox 12 and the Yankees 4. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Fred Lynn. Now the first pitch. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
When you heard the crack of the bat, you just knew that was going to get down for an extra base hit. Great way to start an inning, that's for sure.
At the plate, Butch Hobson swinging a line drive to left. And that'll get down out there. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And the run is in to score from second.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Into the box, George Scott, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
He grounds it sharply to third. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Joe Frazier comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Rick Pearl, as he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Pinheiro is there, and he has it for the out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Number 2, second baseman, Jerry.
Next to stand in is Jerry Reedy. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Now here's the first offering, and he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it, one there, on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
The right fielder.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Stepping in now, Jim Rice, as he'll reach unsuccessfully at a slider away at strike 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch to the left side, but it's well foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Here it comes on 0-2. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. 8th inning coming up. Boston's out in front, 14-4.
Pinheiro.
Now to bat, Lou Pinheiro. He's set. Here it comes. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Rice is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 4.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Reggie Jackson. First pitch coming, here it is. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1. Smoke toward the hole. Fielded cleanly. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Next, it'll be Craig Nettles. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. From the stretch. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounded softly down the line toward first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. This one pretty well in the bag. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Red Sox lead it 14-4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Carl Yastrzemski. Now the first pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Grounded softly to the right. Reined in. And that's the first out. Stepping in once again is Carlton Fisk. He's 2 for 4 in this one. First pitch of the AB on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. He's got it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, center fielder, Fred Lynn.
So stepping in is Fred Lynn. 2 doubles for him to this point in the game. Now the first pitch. Strike swinging. Chased a high one there.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
This one's flared toward left center. Here comes a left fielder. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there.
Now
we love those lawn
hitter.
darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
To the plate now, Butch Hobson. Bat explodes as this has popped up. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Red Sox leave 1, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Now to the plate, here is Chris Chambliss, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And he'll fight this one fouled off to the left as the count goes to 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch fouled away. The next 0-2. Now here's a fly ball, well hit, racing back the left fielder, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. Not in time, and he's in there with a double. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, and just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
In now, Roy White, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Next for New York, Fred Stanley. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch as he'll take a look at his sinker here. Too low for ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. And it's 1-2.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
At the plate, Bucky Dent lays off 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Man, this pitcher is on right now, pounding the zone, attacking these hitters. He's making it look easy.
The 2-1 home. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Last chance for the Yankees. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as it's now down to an 8-run ball game.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a day to forget for them. So this homer will be a welcome to everyone in that dugout. Maybe this gives them a little momentum going into the next game.
So now to the plate, Mickey Rivers. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that's your ball game.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
14-6 is the way this one ends. The Boston Red Sox took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Mike Torres is the winning pitcher of record. Ron Guidry gave up a whopping 9 earned runs in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The 1983 World Series is brought to you by Chevrolet, official U.S. cars and trucks of the 14th.
Get your hand off my penis!